100.1 Moose FM. I'm Dub. I'm joined now by our pal Oliver from the North Peace Cultural Center. How are you today, sir?
I am doing very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here and for agreeing to come on my show to announce the upcoming season of shows slated for the North Peace Cultural Center. I love that you're doing this.
It's my pleasure. I mean, Moose FM, Energetic City, and now Moose Media have been big supporters of the Cultural Center for years. And I love being able to make this announcement here first.
Well, thank you. We feel really blessed that you came to do it with us. To start though, before we get to some of the actual shows that are coming up, tell us a bit about, if you can, Oliver, how you put this together. I mean, some shows are sort of on tour already. You fit them in, whatnot. What are you looking for? What's kind of your mandate in the shows that you want to bring to Fort St. John and the sort of types of things that you want to see and hopefully people want to see as well at the Cultural Center?
So a lot of people know this, but the Cultural Center was built at the request of the people of the community.
Yeah.
There was some people who didn't want it. They didn't think that we needed it. But there's a large group of artistic people who wanted a place of their own to perform their shows. Mm-hmm. Dancers, actors, singers, musicians, like the school band program. All of these people wanted a cultural center so that they had a place to perform for themselves.
Yeah.
So we tried to take that desire and put that into our mandate. And so when we do a show or when we do a season, we try to find things that hopefully will inspire. Mm-hmm. It's easy to bring in the big names, the commercial entities, the people that can charge $150, $200 a ticket. They want to do shows, and they love doing shows in small venues now,
yeah.
Especially after COVID. They want to do the 400 seats because it feels fuller, because it is full.
Yeah.
And we can do some of those, and we enjoy doing those. But our mandate is really to inspire the people. So if we can bring in Ballet Kelowna or other things like that, we can bring in some jazz musicians, we can bring in some blues musicians, and inspire musicians in their own work. Whether they play jazz or whether they play blues, it doesn't matter. They can find something. And how many rock musicians actually use blues licks in their music?
Yeah.
We've got some folk music coming up. We've got a lot of different things, and we're hoping that it comes to inspire our local artists and our local community.
Absolutely. I got this yesterday, and I was able to look through it a bit. There's some great acts coming to Fort St. John. Tell
Absolutely.
us all about it, Oliver.
All right. I'm going to go in date order. So the first show first. Love Bomb, which is a rock concert wrapped in a play with a mystery.
I love this already.
This is, and it has a very important message too. It's good for students, adults, seniors. It's not recommended for children. There is some adult content, some language, and some concepts that children either might not get or shouldn't be exposed to.
Yeah.
But still a great start to our season. We're hoping that a lot of Stage North people want to come out and see it. They've got their auditions coming up, and hopefully they'll be inspired by what other actors are doing in the province.
Very cool.
Jeremy Ledbetter Trio is a jazz group. We've not had a lot of jazz here in the past, and so we're just sort of dipping our toes in the water. Mm-hmm. I got a chance to see them 2 years ago. They were great.
Yeah.
They were amazing. I'm not a big jazz fan, but listening to them, it was a lot of fun. They had a lot of energy, and they just enjoyed doing what they do. Duo Cordelia, we have a big classical music community here in Fort St. John, and so we wanted to bring something in for them, and Duo Cordelia fits the bill. It's a piano and violin duo, just really nice, some beautiful music. They're from, I want to say Montreal, but I could be wrong. Quebec somewhere.
Then.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we do when we bring these tours in is we try to arrange enough dates in BC, in northern BC, so that it's worth their while.
Yeah.
And now the one that I'm really looking forward to, Goddess the Scottish Drag Queen, The Second Coming. We had him here,
I think we were saying a couple of years ago.
I think
now.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
The audience loved it. You know, some parts of the community were not happy, and I really wish that those people had actually come in to see it, because he had a great message that transcends beliefs.
Yeah. And it was hilarious. is
It
what
was
my wife
so
said.
funny. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, God in a floral power suit. You gotta like it. Then in November, Piano Heist, which is Nico Rhodes and Patrick Corton. Nico Rhodes is known in the musical theater industry. His mother is a big musical singer here in BC in the Lower Mainland. But he is a piano player, and he wants to inspire pianists to have fun with the music, with the greatest musical instrument that has ever been built.
Yeah, and it looks like he plays all types: classical, boogie woogie, 80s
Absolutely.
power ballads.
Yep.
Nice.
As far as I know, there is a couple of guitars that will be on stage.
Jeez. What an instrument that is.
Yeah. T. Buckley Trio is a sort of country folk artist. Really fun, really enjoyable. Lots of stories with his songs. Good harmonies. It's just a good time to have. And that'll be right after Christmas. So if you wanted to give it away as a Christmas present, absolutely you can do
Perfect
that.
gift, yeah.
Cecile Sedare, I hope I said that right, is another folk group, but it's with an indigenous slant. They are both Dene artists, brother and sister. And in fact, if I can remember, the name actually means little brother, big sister, I believe.
Interesting.
And they came together during COVID to write songs and to record some songs, and they've been performing ever since. And I'm really looking forward to that. And that's to hopefully inspire not just our Indigenous brothers and sisters here in the community, but also to inspire our musicians to develop relationships outside of maybe where we have been.
Yeah.
And not everyone, absolutely. There's some amazing things, but we wanted to reach out as a bridge to make sure that people didn't think that the cultural center was only for the white colonists.
Yeah.
And along that lines, we have Wesley, who's a Haitian-Canadian musician who has won at least one Juno, but I actually have heard that he's won two.
Oh, okay. There you go.
With his Roots and his World albums.
Wow.
And he actually classifies himself as an Afro beats musician. So really high energy, really good music. It was really enjoyable to see him a couple years ago when I saw him.
Amazing. This is a wide variety of show types and music types. And of course, this is not it. There's going to be stuff filling out the schedule as we kind of move on through the year with other
Absolutely.
new things, local things and whatnot. So
Yeah, like we've already got a couple of shows on sale for September that are not our shows.
Yeah.
There's an Elvis tribute. There's a John Denver tribute. So there's a little something for everyone. Soon we'll have the Stage North shows up and on sale.
Yeah.
And that's because the Cultural Center is here for the community.
yeah.
Now, I would actually like to say that we do have some special offers
Yes.
in addition to this.
This is very cool. I did not know this, Oliver, so I'm really excited for you to say this. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
So if you're interested in how the Cultural Center works, buy a membership. A membership is $5. It saves you $5 on tickets to these 8 shows.
Okay.
And so, like, if you're buying 8 shows, you're saving $40.
Yeah.
Since you paid $5 for that, you're saving $35.
Essentially the ticket to another show. worth of
Exactly.
shows.
Exactly. Or if you wanted to get a Flex Pass, it's 8 tickets, any shows you want. Any of these 8 shows.
Yeah.
So it could be 1 ticket to each show. It could be 4 tickets to one show and 2 tickets to another, and however you wanted to split that up. That's actually your best deal dollar-wise, unless you're using a membership and you're going to buy friends tickets for everyone. But and we would love to see everyone take advantage of that. So if you wanted to get a $5 membership and get your $5 back by buying 1 ticket to one show that you want to see,
Yeah.
great. You see 2, you see 3. We would love to see that. I'd like to point out that the reason why membership is so important is it allows us to access government money to come back to the community. If you believe in supporting the Cultural Center, if you like what's happening there, buy a membership, because it looks good on paper when we say, hey, there are 300 people in Fort St. John who want to see what we're doing and have us keep doing it. Or there's 1,000 people or 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So buy a membership. You can come to the AGM. You don't have to. You don't have to serve on the board. But we would love to have more members in the community join us.
All right. Lots to chew on there, Oliver. Of course, you can always visit npcc.bc.ca for more information on these shows and others as they come up. And just give the box office a call. What's the number again, Oliver?
250-785-1992.
Excellent. Oliver, thanks so much for doing this. That was a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great season at the North Peace Cultural Center.
It is. We're looking forward to it.
Have a